follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. Don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame. Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it? One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 39 yards there. A big one. Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it. They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there for the defense. What you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Room here to run. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play. Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that's how you start a drive, because they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jackson now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McCrary. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Second down and inches. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On first down, McCrary, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. McCrary, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Ravens had 7-4 on the year. Well, they were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at play following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
Well, don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number's going to go sky high.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 21. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. D. Eskridge. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
third down. Jackson going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. To go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity. In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point. Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big. I put a star.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touch? You just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Where's my receiver at, bro?
Come on. Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So the record safely in his pocket. Now it's a question of how high can he go. He's just become the first ever, Charles, to score 30 times in a single season.
Well, let's certainly savor this moment. The first time ever, as you just noted, that someone has hit 30. What a ride this has been.
Now a toss going left. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that, a nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
We are going to do this. We got this.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Alert! Alert! Go on check!
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Let's go now. Step back.
Lockett, the man in motion. The 147 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Precedent so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Ready, set.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown.
Let's fucking
Seattle.
go. Let's go.
A great
That's
play
what I'm talking
there.
about, baby.
31
You
yards.
thought shit was sweet.
And the Seahawks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kick unit
I
for
don't
the
give a
Seahawks
shit.
out there
Y'all
on
don't
the
give a
field,
shit.
and we
Let's go.
are
All
ready
right,
to
yeah,
rock.
right. Let's go. You thought shit was sweet. You was going for 2 when we first started the
And
game.
not
Nigga,
willing
ain't
to
shit
risk another
changed.
fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Yeah, go for 2. Go for 2. You ain't gonna even score, so you ain't even gonna have an opportunity for 2. They're shutting you down. 5-month break, 4-month break, and I'm beating your ass, boy. Come on.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter.
Shutting it down, boy. Don't try that shit around here. With your 37 yards.
His tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite
turnover. Let's go. Turn over. Let's
I
go.
thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. This time Jackson will throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. They're going to take this one up to the 35. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, change that shit up, because you know it's a pick. You know it's a pick. That's why. Change it up. Change it up. Get that ass back, boy.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have the Ravens 1st down as this defense unable to hold.
Go for 2. You're going to, take your time. Take your time. You're going to give it back to me.
That's what you're going to do. As precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And
take your time. Take your time. Please take your time.
You know that old expression,
I'm up. I ain't got nothing but time. I'm winning if you haven't seen the scoreboard.
I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Oh, go to that play. Love it. I'm waiting for it. Go to that play. Yeah. Don't go to that play. Don't go to that play. Don't go to that play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get
Don't
this
go
one
to that
down to the 40-yard line. 56
Yeah,
yards.
do it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I ain't got nothing but time. I'm winning, baby. I'm winning.
Gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great
I'm
effort
winning.
there to break a
I'm
tackle
winning.
and come
I'm
up with a
winning.
nice gain.
All that adjustment stuff hasn't worked for you this far because I'm winning. Let's go. Thought shit was sweet. 4-month break, thought shit was sweet. Let's go. You thought shit was sweet, my dude. Shit ain't sweet. Go ahead. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get on the ground, boy. What are you doing? Get that shit up out of here.
Yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Throwing, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Game over, my nigga. Like I said, G-string, my dude. Game over. Let's go. Game fucking over. You're going to give it right back to me.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week. So
nigga, you ain't got nothing, bro. I told you, man. That's why you're going to resort to the same old shit. Yo, great game. Great game.
Yeah,
great
we
game,
didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's across.
Let's go! Turn me up!
Final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on
Turn me
up.
up!
This defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14.
Hey, I want y'all to say it. Say it. Y'all know what I want y'all to say.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the
field. I want y'all to say it.
We are ready to rock.
Say it. Let me hear it from y'all mouths, because I've been hearing it. But now I want y'all to say it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
I know you're going to 83. Let's go. I see 83 right over here, my man. I see 83 right over there.
He's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws
got
it away.
You know what I mean?
And
Got it, you know what I mean?
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Stay inside.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
83, I see you.
It's Jackson on
other way.
Down. He's
Tight end.
Let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.